All right, guys, what is up, and welcome back. Welcome to the off season. So, we're gonna start out with the retirees here. I, I mean, nothing too shocking. Actually, there kind of is. Obviously, Brzezinski and Ardsma retired, but I mean, these two guys, Kevin Maytan and Jorge Oña, I signed them free agency. They went undrafted free agents. B potential and an A potential, both 21 and 19 years old, and they both retire. So that's kind of a shocker right there. I did not see that coming at all. Obviously, the 2016 inductees, um, Ramon Santiago, Ichiro Suzuki, A Rod, and then David Ortiz, of course, all fabulous careers. They all make the Hall of Fame. So let's go ahead and get free agency started here. Our coaches are really fine. I think I am going to switch out the hitting coach here. Just bring someone in with a little better attributes and an overall grade to help our team. We do have a young team. I'm really looking for someone to come in with some great attributes and kind of really help our guys develop. As you see, I always offer three guys, all with different years, just to kind of mix it up. Other than that, I'm going to go ahead and dive into the contracts here. I will show you guys once I'm done with it, but I don't want to take too long and show you guys every single contract I'm going to offer. So if anything sticks out, I'll let you guys know. I'll let you guys see, I promise. So I'll be right back. Alright guys, so as you can see, everyone is offered there. We have all our contracts taken care of. Um, I'm kind of going to let some guys go here. Roberto Hernandez, 36 years old, going to go ahead and let him go. Chaz Rowe, 30 years old, 63 overall D potential. I'm going to let him go. Other than that, I think that's all the guys I'm really just going to let walk here. So let's go ahead and sim ahead to this date to see who we kept and who we did not keep. So all these guys really, I offered arbitration. I do have some prospects, actually a lot of prospects who didn't sign, so I'm going to go ahead and try and re-sign them, offer them better contracts to go ahead and keep them. As you see, we have basically $40 million available, so that's very nice. Hopefully these prospects aren't going to want too much money, so I can try and make not a huge splash, but a big enough splash in free agency to kind of improve our team, hopefully. So let's go ahead and try and re-sign some of these guys. Alright guys, so there we go. I really scooped up some of the prospects. I don't want to, shell out a bunch of money to some of these guys. I mean, none of them are really that old or that young, besides this 22-year-old right fielder here. So we did a pretty good job. Everyone else is up for arbitration, so we should be fine there. As far as our coaching staff goes, we actually got Chris Maloney. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of these free agents here. So, I mean, looking at this, I don't know. There's not possibly Justin Turner here. He's coming off of a really bad year with the Dodgers. Third base is kind of a weak position for us right now. We do have Gordon Beckham. He did have a pretty good year. I'm going to go ahead and just try and turn it a 1-year, $6 million deal, and just kind of see what he, decides what he wants. Hellickson is a no. How about Buenadu? Not too great. Jesse Chavez, possibly. He had a pretty good year there. He might be kind of a spot start guy in the bullpen, long reliever. 1 year, $2.5 million. Martin Prado, long time Brave. I don't think so there. As far as the rest of this goes, I don't really think there's any guys. Actually, Wilson Ramos at the catcher position. We do need a catcher right now. I as you see here, Tyler Flowers. I don't think he's really going to get it done for us. He does have some pop, but I mean, his catching skill, or his, like, catching ratings, defensive ratings aren't really too great. There is Jonathan Lucroy, however, coming off a fantastic year with Texas. Let's go ahead and try and sign him. Let's boost up that contract there to $12 million a year, 5 years, $60 million. So we're going to go ahead and offer that and then try and sign Wilson Ramos here to kind of a cheap $4.8 million per year, $9.5 million for 2 years. So that's really all the offers I'm gonna make right now. Like I said, there's not really anything that is like absolutely mind-boggling that I think I have to offer. So that's really it for right now. I'm gonna go ahead and back out of this and sim ahead real quick. So I'll be right back. Alright guys, so really the signings, prospect, Wilson Ramos accepts the Braves deal, and so does Jonathan Lucroy. So we have to look at that catcher position. We kind of have a lot of catchers right now. As you see, we hit the maximum roster size, so let's go ahead and take care of that here. Alright guys, so the roster is taken care of. Let's go ahead and sim ahead a little bit. Ernesto Lopez had great ratings, 22-year-old second baseman already, like a 73 overall with a B potential. Same as Paul Sanford, great young pitcher, great ratings, and a great potential already. I think that's really it. I don't know how many more offers I have out there right now. I think that's fine. That's really all the signings I want to make as of right now. I'm actually going to go ahead and sim until here because some more guys become available. We have a trade, Jesse Winker. Take a look at him. He has a potential left fielder for basically our number 2 top pitching prospect. I'm gonna go ahead and say no to that. I think Kobe Allard is a great asset to this organization. Go ahead and sim here, and then let's take a look at who wasn't. I can't think of the word. Who they didn't offer arbitration to. Really no one that I want to make any more offers to. So that's really it for right now. I'm going to go ahead and keep simming ahead here. I might look at a couple trades here to bring in some more offensive production. So if anything pops up, I'll let you guys know. I'll let you see. So I'll be right back. Alright guys, so here's one of the trades I think I'm going to make. We do have a lot of catching right now, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of Wilson Ramos here. Never really played for the Braves here. He had a decent season last year with the Nationals. 15 home runs, 303 on base, 247 average, and 377 slugging. Go ahead and get rid of Daniel Castro as well. Kind of second base is just kind of bogged down right now with a bunch of guys. Just brought in Ernesto Lopez. And then I was trying to, kind of throw in one of these guys, but it really wasn't working out. So I had to put in Matt Kemp. And he just came off an absolute great year. I mean, his numbers are just absolutely amazing. But he is kind of old. He has a really big contract. And I think Evan Longoria, third base right now, is kind of a position that we need some production at. And I think there still are some more right fielders available. And if there isn't, we have enough pieces that I think I can trade someone to get another productive right fielder. But like I said, third base is really a position of need right now for us. And I think Evan Longoria can go ahead and fit that. So I'm going to go ahead, take a peek at some right fielders here, see if there's anyone out there that, I think we could get and use. Craig Gentry is a possibility. I like how he steals a lot of bags. I'm going to go ahead and offer him a 2-year, $2.5 million deal. Coco Crisp is out there as well. John Jay, I think he just had a fantastic year. I'm going to go ahead and offer him just the same. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and $3.5 million over 2 years. And other than that, I don't really think there's anyone unless someone down here plays right field as a secondary. Let's go ahead and check this out real quick. David Freese, Don Kelly, Donovan Solano, Will Middlebrooks. I don't think there is anyone, so I might have to make a trade here if I'm really wanting that right field position. So that's really it as of right now. We get Longoria for Kemp, Castro, and I think it was Coart? No. Uh, Wilson Ramos. So yeah, I mean our rotation is looking pretty good right now. I can go ahead and bump up Otani in there. So our rotation's looking pretty well, or pretty good. We're just really needing that right fielder right now. I'm going to go ahead and just fix all this stuff. I'm going to go ahead and look for some trades for some right fielders here, guys. I'll be right back. Alright, guys, so this is probably the best deal that I found. Mark Trumbo for Wada, Beckham, and Fulte. Fulte has just struggled. He's never really got it going, I don't think. I mean, he's already 25 years old. We have some younger guys ahead of him already. Gordon Beckham, I mean, we just picked up Longoria, so I don't know how much playing time he'll get. And then Wada, of course, he's just old, and we don't really have a place for him right now. I'm bringing in Trumbo just because I think he'll put up a lot of RBIs. He has his on base isn't the best, but his slugging is always really good, and he hits a lot of home runs. So really just looking for some RBIs right there, kind of a cleanup guy, at the top end of that lineup that will get us some runs. So that's really the whole reason for me wanting to bring in Trumbo here. Okay, guys, so that will wrap up the off season there. Really just bringing in, you know, I'll get into who I brought in here. So here's a possible lineup. So we have Inciarte, Lucroy, Freeman, Trumbo, Longoria, Kiki Hernandez, Dansby Swanson, Chris Archer, and Albies. That's the potential starting lineup depending on how spring goes and if Fernandez works his way into second base or Gurriel. We I don't know for sure yet. And then I have Craig Gentry. I also brought him in. Great runner on the bases. I mean, he'll get on base. He has a really good on base percentage. Some good contact ratings there, and he'll swipe bases like no other there, I think. Be a good, on the bench in the outfield, swipe some bags for us. So that's against righties. And here's against lefties. Inciarte, Kiki Hernandez, Jonathan Lucroy, Freeman, Longoria, Trumbo, Swanson, Archer, and Albies. So if you ask me, and I might be biased since I'm running this franchise, but that's pretty deadly. That's pretty deadly. I mean, look at this. 70 contact, not fantastic. 90 contact. 87 contact. 73 contact. 45 power, but it's Freddie Freeman. I mean, he batted 330 last year and 305 at bats. Then Evan Longoria, 86, 76 contact power. Mark Trumbo, 76, 95 power lefties. And then Swanson, Archer, and Albies at the bottom. I think that's pretty solid. I think that's a really solid lineup. And then our rotation, Archer, Teheran, Otani, Whistler, and then Benuelos. And then the bullpen's really the same as last year. I think that's pretty deadly if you ask me. And I'm not trying to, sound cocky or anything like that. But I think that's pretty deadly. I think the rebuilding is, I don't want to say it's done here. I still think there are a couple more tweaks, and we're still kind of waiting for some guys to develop here. I mean, Swanson's really taken off, gone up to a 76 overall. Albies is he's still at a 73, but he's 20 years old. I mean, Swanson's already 23. But I think this could potentially be a really good lineup right here. This could be a playoff team, if you ask me. So I think that's a really good lineup. So that's really it for this episode. We're gonna get into season 2 starting right now after this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We're going to get spring training started right here. So until next episode, I will see you guys later.